They said two children can grow in the same house and still be complete strangers in spirit, and nothing proved it more than Nana and Eve. Stepsisters who shared a compound but lived in different worlds. When Nana moved through life like a gentle stream, Eve crashed through it like thunder, leaving destruction in her wake. The difference wasn't just in their manners, it was carved into their souls. Nana's mother had died when she was too young to remember her face, only her scent. Her father remarried, hoping to heal the wound, but the man didn't last. Years of smoking and drinking rotted him from the inside, and kidney failure dragged him away before Nana could finish primary school. What happened next shocked the entire village. Most women would have abandoned the child of a dead rival, but Mama Eve did something different. She treated both girls like they sprang from her own womb. She farmed from sunrise to sunset, wove until her fingers bled, washed clothes for neighbors until her back screamed, all to feed them, clothe them, train them. Same food. Same wrappers. Same slippers. Same school fees. Same prayers. But no matter how much love she poured, Eve's heart remained a locked door. Her arrogance wasn't rebellion, it was religion. A sweet sickness she worshipped and refused to be cured of. And Nana. Nana spent half her life apologizing for her sister's mouth, whispering sorries to elders, mothers, children, even goats when Eve screamed at them too. Mama is trying for you, Nana would whisper after each insult. Why don't you listen? Eve would roll her eyes. Oh, Nana, leave me alone. I don't have time for all these your good girl things. What neither girl knew was that somewhere in a neighboring village, an old woman was waiting. She had been waiting for years. And soon, very soon, she would give them both exactly what they deserved. After years of praying, fasting, begging, and scolding, Mama Eve finally understood, some lessons can't be taught by a mother's love. They have to be carved by life itself. One morning, she called both girls into her room. No shouting. No tears. Just a calm that felt heavier than anger. Children, you are old enough now, she said, wiping her hands on her wrapper. It's time to take care of yourselves. Nana's face tightened with worry. Eve's eyes sparkled with excitement. The world is bigger than this village, Mama Eve continued. Go out. Look for work. Build your future. In the neighboring village, people's lives change in 1 year. Before she could finish, Eve jumped up screaming. Yes, Mama. Thank you. I'm tired of this boring place. I want to make money and show everyone I'm somebody. Nana smiled softly. Mama, are you sure we're ready? Mama Eve nodded, but something flickered behind her eyes, something that looked like goodbye. Life will teach you what I couldn't. Just remember the values I raised you with. Eveist. Oh, values don't pay bills, Mama. Money does. Mama Eve stood, held both their hands, and prayed. A long, emotional prayer heavy with a mother's love and fear. She knew something they didn't, this journey wouldn't just change their lives. It would reveal who they'd always been. That same day, the compound exploded with noise. Eve bought new clothes, posed in every mirror, snapped imaginary pictures like someone traveling abroad. Nana packed carefully, soap, water, food, her mother's Bible. When they hugged Mama Eve goodbye, even Eve held on longer than usual. They didn't know it yet, but they would never return as the same girls who left. For hours they trekked under the brutal sun, their feet sinking into red earth. They rested when exhaustion clawed at them, ate roasted yam when hunger twisted their stomachs, drank from streams when thirst burned their throats. Eve talked the entire time. When I get my first paycheck, I'll buy the most beautiful dress. Then I'll attract the richest, most handsome man. You'll see. Nana laughed. Eve, We haven't even gotten the job yet. Oh, leave that one. Money is waiting for me. I was born for enjoyment. They walked deeper into the forest where the air cooled and birds sang from hidden branches. Then suddenly, they reached it, the place that would change everything. The road split into two. One curved sharply left. The other stretched right into blinding sunlight. Both girls stopped. Both stared. And both felt something they couldn't name. Which one? Nana whispered. Eve shrugged. Does it matter? All roads lead somewhere. But that wasn't true. And somewhere deep inside, they both knew it. You know what, Nana? Since you want to slow down, I'm choosing my own path. The right one looks brighter. That's the road of destiny. My destiny. Nana frowned. Eve, we should stay together. Oh. Are you my mother? Go your own way. Let me go mine. We'll meet in the village later. Nana looked at the left road. Something about it felt calm, safe, like it was calling her name in a voice only she could hear. I'll go left, she said quietly. Good. I'm going right. See you at the top. Eve waved dramatically and marched away, humming. Nana watched her sister disappear into sunlight. Then she turned to the left path and took her first step. And that was the moment, the exact moment, their destiny split like the road beneath their feet. What neither girl realized was that both paths led to the same place. But the way they walked them, that would make all the difference. Somehow, despite taking different roads, the forest eventually merged and led both sisters to the same place, a large, noisy market in the neighboring village. The sun was setting. Women bargained loudly. Children ran wild. Traders called customers with honey-tongued promises. Right at the entrance sat an old, frail woman. Her wrapper was faded, her eyes sunken, her hands trembled as she held out a small calabash. Please, she whispered. A piece of bread. Anything. Nana stopped immediately. Her heart squeezed painfully. Without thinking, she opened her bag and gave the woman her last slice of bread, the one she'd been saving. She even knelt and offered her water. The old woman ate slowly, tears forming. Bless you, my daughter. What is your name? You don't look like you're from here. My name is Nana. I came to find work, but I don't know where to stay tonight. The woman wiped her mouth and stared deeply at Nana, so deeply it felt like she was reading something written on her soul. Young girl, kindness is rare these days. You gave me your last food without thinking twice. Come with me. You'll sleep in my home tonight. Nana hesitated, then followed her through narrow paths to a small mud hut. Inside, the woman spread a clean mat. Rest, my daughter, she said quietly. Tomorrow will bring its own blessings. Nana lay down, not knowing her choice had already unlocked the door her destiny had been waiting behind. Meanwhile, on the other side of the same market, Eve arrived. The same old woman was still there, calabash stretched forward. Please, a piece of bread. Eve's face twisted with disgust. You want my bread? You're not even worthy of eating the crumbs. I'd rather feed a pig. The woman quietly withdrew her hand. Her eyes dimmed, but she said nothing. Eve strutted into the market, voice raised. Who's hiring? I need work. I'm strong, I'm smart. But trader after trader shook their heads. No space. We don't know you. Come back in a month. By sunset, Eve's confidence had melted. Her legs ached. Her throat burned. And for the first time, fear wrapped around her like cold cloth. She remembered her sister. She remembered the insult she'd thrown. As darkness crept in, Eve looked around desperately. The old woman was slowly standing to leave. "Mama, please," Eve whispered, approaching. "Take me with you. I don't have anywhere to sleep. Forgive what I said earlier." The old woman looked at her for a long moment, too long, as if weighing her heart against her words. Then she nodded. "Come." Eve followed quietly. The woman pointed to a bed. "You sleep here." Eve collapsed, exhausted, unaware that her earlier insult had already carved a mark on her destiny. Both sisters, in different huts, were now in the care of the same woman. Someone far more powerful than she appeared. The next morning, Nana woke before sunrise. She swept the compound, fetched water, washed the old woman's clothes, cooked, and made sure she ate before leaving for the market. "Be safe, Mama," Nana said, walking her gently to the roadside. When the woman returned that evening, she called Nana close. "My daughter, you won't find work in this village. Stay here with me. Work for me. I'll pay you well." Nana blinked. "But Mama, can you afford to pay me?" The woman smiled mysteriously. "Don't worry about that. Just focus on your work and don't get distracted." And so Nana's job began. She worked with joy, fetching water, cooking, cleaning, laughing with the old woman by the fire at night. She planted a garden beside the hut, growing bright flowers of every color. "These flowers are as beautiful as your heart, Nana," the old woman would say. Meanwhile, in the other hut, Eve's morning looked nothing like Nana's. The day after the old woman took her in, Eve slept so deeply she didn't wake even after the woman swept, bathed, and left for the market. When the woman returned, Eve was still in bed, stretching lazily. She hadn't swept, hadn't fetched water, hadn't cooked, hadn't done anything. "My daughter, I want to employ you, if you're willing." Eve burst out laughing. "You employ me with what money?" "Mama, please don't make me laugh this early morning." But the woman only smiled patiently. "Don't worry about the money. Just focus on your work and don't get distracted." Eve agreed, but not with a clean heart. She refused to lift a finger. She insulted the woman daily, called her dirty, mocked her wrinkles, stole her small coins, lied without blinking. She slammed doors, broke plates, yelled at the woman for moving too slowly. The woman cried often. "Please, Eve, don't treat me like this." But Eve grew worse every day. A whole year passed. 2 huts. 2 girls. 2 destinies growing quietly in opposite directions. And then came the day that would seal their fates forever. Eve was searching the hut for money to steal, lifting calabashes, shaking baskets, opening pots. Then something shiny rolled out from behind a clay pot. A diamond. Small, bright, shaped like a teardrop. Eve's eyes widened. She snatched it immediately, hid it in her wrapper, and whispered, "Luck has finally found me." She didn't show the old woman. Didn't ask questions. Didn't feel guilt. That same day, Nana was cleaning her hut, humming softly, when she moved an old clay pot and something fell to the floor. She bent down. A diamond. Nana gasped softly, but instead of hiding it, she simply picked it up and gently dropped it back into the clay pot. "This must belong to Mama," she said, covering the pot and continuing her cleaning. And just like that, 2 sisters on the same day found the same gift. One returned it. The other stole it. And fate was silently watching, taking notes. When Nana stepped outside, ready to return home, the old woman smiled softly, a smile that carried warmth, wisdom, and something not of this world. "My daughter, kneel." Nana obeyed immediately. The woman reached into the clay pot and brought out the diamond Nana had returned. She placed it gently in Nana's palm. This is your reward. You have a kind heart, and your words carry light. From today onward, whatever you say will shine like this diamond. Anyone who hears you speak will feel the love inside you. Tears filled Nana's eyes. She hugged the old woman tightly. Thank you, Mama. Go in peace, child. Your kindness has spoken for you. Meanwhile, in her heart, Eve was tapping her foot impatiently. Mama, I need to go. The old woman sighed and reached into her pot. Nothing was inside. The diamond Eve had stolen was gone. My child, where is the diamond that was in this pot? Eve crossed her arms. How will I know? How can a wretched old woman like you even own a diamond? The old woman's face fell. A deep sadness washed over her, the kind of sadness spirits feel when a human fails a test meant to save them. She shook her head slowly. Eve, your own mouth has judged you. You insulted me. You stole from me. You lied. You mocked the blessings meant to lift you. Eve hissed loudly. So what? I already wasted 1 full year here. I'm leaving. Stay here alone and die miserable. The old woman closed her eyes. Her voice changed, older, deeper, echoing like wind in a cave. From this day forward, your mouth will bring nothing good. Just as you insulted others, insult will be your language. Just as your heart held darkness, darkness will pour from your lips. Whatever you speak will be bitterness. Eve rolled her eyes and stormed off without looking back. She had no idea what she'd just unleashed upon herself. The sisters met at the exact spot where their paths had separated a year ago. Nana smiled and hugged Eve warmly. Eve, I missed you. Let's go home. As they walked, Nana narrated everything, the kindness, the garden, the diamond. Eve laughed mockingly and told her own twisted version, calling the spirit woman a miserable hag, mocking the hurt, even bragging about the diamond she stole. When they finally reached their father's compound, Mama Eve ran to them, tears streaming. My daughters! You're home! She hugged them over and over before ushering them inside. Come and eat. Tell me everything. Nana began speaking. She reached into her bag for the diamond. But instead of one, dozens of bright diamonds spilled out, shining like a heap of stars across the floor. Mama! Nana gasped. It multiplied. Mama Eve covered her mouth in awe. This is not human blessing. This is the reward of goodness. Eve jumped up excitedly. Let me check mine too. She grabbed her bag and pulled it open eagerly. Rats jumped out. Dozens of them, chasing each other, squealing, running around the room. Eve screamed. She emptied the bag completely. All the money she'd stolen, all the coins she'd hidden, the diamond she took, everything had turned into rats. Her lips trembled. Mama, what is this? Mama Eve sighed painfully. My daughter, this is the reward for your behavior. The room fell silent except for the sound of rats scurrying across the floor. From that day forward, the curse revealed its full power. Nana used her diamonds wisely. She started a flower business using the bright flowers she'd learned to grow in the old woman's garden. People loved to hear her speak because her words carried warmth, peace, and healing. Her life blossomed just like her garden. But Eve. No one wanted to talk to her. Whenever she opened her mouth, insults slipped out without her control. She tried to say, "Good morning," and "You look terrible," would come out instead. She'd attempt to compliment someone and end up cursing them. People avoided her. Children ran from her. Even dogs wouldn't come near. Her mouth became her prison. Her behavior became her curse. She went back to the neighboring village 3 times, searching for the old woman, begging for forgiveness. But the hut was empty. The woman had vanished as if she'd never existed at all. Eve realized too late what Nana had known all along: the woman at the market wasn't just an old beggar. She was a spirit, a test, a mirror that reflected back exactly what each girl carried in her heart. The village never forgot the story of Nana and Eve. Mothers told it to their daughters as a warning. Fathers told it to their sons as a lesson. Elders told it to the young as proof that the universe is always watching, always weighing, always balancing the scales. Nana married a good man, built a beautiful home, and filled it with children who inherited her kind heart. Her flower business grew so large that people came from distant villages just to buy from her, not just for the flowers, but to hear her speak, because her words healed wounds that medicine couldn't touch. Eve never married. Never built anything. Never found peace. She lived in isolation, her only companions the bitter words that poured from her mouth like poison she couldn't stop drinking. Some nights, when the moon was full, people claimed they could hear her crying, begging the old woman to come back, promising she'd changed. But spirits don't return for second chances. They give you one test, one moment, one choice that reveals who you truly are. And they give you exactly what you deserve. Mama Eve lived long enough to see both daughters' destinies fully unfold. On her deathbed, surrounded by Nana's children and flowers, she whispered her final wisdom. I raised them the same. Fed them the same. Loved them the same. But I couldn't give them the same heart. That they chose for themselves. She closed her eyes and smiled. And the spirit world returned exactly what they gave. The story of Nana and Eve lives on, passed from generation to generation, a reminder that in life, you reap what your heart plants. Because kindness multiplies like diamonds. And cruelty, it multiplies like rats. And don't forget to smash that subscription button if you enjoyed the story. The end, or perhaps, just the beginning of the lesson.